Alright, what's good YouTube? Gentleman Thomas here, back with another video on the channel, and today we have our WPF Week 3 Team Builder before the match. Today we, the Copenhagen guys, are taking on the Winterfell Stormshards, I believe they are called, coached by Ghost. So this is going to be my very first time ever playing Ghost, and I'm very excited. I do believe we actually have a somewhat decent matchup this time around. I think this is probably the best matchup our Naganadel is going to have, and as you can see, our opponent's team is going to consist of Mega Diancie, Rillaboom, Curum, Corviknight, Slowking, Crocodile, Thunderous Therian, Wigglytuff, Toxicroak, and Flareon. So when I talk about our Naganadel having a good matchup, I'm mainly talking about like the Diancie, the Rillaboom, and the Curum. We can all like hit them very, very hard. We actually do one-shot the Rillaboom guaranteed. I think the Diancie with like a little bit of chip, we one-shot it. And the Curum, I think, is also kind of a 50-50. Because bulky Curum, I think, is more common than bulky Diancie or bulky... Well, bulky Rillaboom is actually also pretty common. But Rillaboom does not want to take a Sludge Wave at all. Now, when it comes to breaking down the defensive options our opponent have, I definitely think that having moves for Corviknight and Slowking is going to be very important. I think those two are very much coming. I do think like an AV Slowking could potentially come because it's pretty good against my team. My team is somewhat especially offensive, and my best physically offensive mon in Mienshao is weak against the Psychic typing. Yeah, I do have Mega Absol, but I haven't brought Mega Absol yet, so I don't think my opponent would necessarily think I'm bringing it. Plus, they have Mega Diancie, which is pretty decent against Mega Absol, because I would have to run like Iron Tail, and Iron Tail is very like risky to run. And they have Crocodile, which would be able to intimidate it down. And even though Mega Absol does get access to like both Play Rough and fighting moves, and I think it gets Superpower, I still think Crook or even Corviknight are pretty decent against the Absol. But yeah, I think that Thunderous Therian has a small chance of coming. Our electric resist / immunities aren't the greatest. Like, we have Donphan, but Donphan is mostly physically defensive. I say that as you're about to see my team. And our Rotom isn't like great. Like, the more Rotom gets chipped down, the worse it's gonna be, because Rotom is pretty decent in this matchup actually. One thing I actually think might come, I'm not 100% sure, but might come, is the Flareon. The Spadef Flareon is actually one of the better options our opponent has to shut down our Naganadel. We don't get anything to hit it super effectively. If it's like AV, it takes the hits completely. It could also be like a Wish Protect with like 2 moves, maybe a Fire move, and then a move to hit Naganadel. I don't think Toxicroak is coming. It could come, but I feel like we have a good amount of mons that can kind of beat it. Naganadel is really good against it when it comes to revenging, because we don't really take a whole lot from priority. I do think Toxicroak has Sucker Punch, but I don't know if he will run Sucker Punch. He will probably prefer to run something like, I do think it gets I think it gets a Vacuum Wave, which would be very good for like Registeel, but it outspeeds Registeel, so it would probably just click something else. But also for Mega Absol specifically, and for Mienshao, where Sucker Punch is not nearly as good against those two. I don't think Wigglytuff is coming, and I think Wigglytuff is like the only mon I can guarantee and say I don't think it's coming. The rest I can see come. I think the top 3 is definitely coming. I think Corviknight and Slowking has a good chance of coming, and then I think the last mon is going to be between Crook, Thundy, Toxicroak, and Flareon. It depends a little bit of how our opponent is going to want to play this game. Now, in regarding to our own team, let's just jump straight right into it. We of course have a Naganadel with D-Life, Beast Boost, U-Turn, Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave, Dragon Pulse, 80 in HP, 252 in Special Attack, 176 in Speed. We ran this set the first 3 weeks, and Naganadel has performed very admirably. It's been very good. Now, I chose Thunderbolt, of course, because the Corviknight and the Slowking are the 2 mons I expect to come to kind of be a little bit of a Naganadel counter. So having Thunderbolt that hits both of those is very nice. Corviknight I'm not too scared of, because it doesn't really do a whole lot back to Naganadel, but Slowking is very problematic because it is Psychic typing, so it can take like a Thunderbolt fairly well. We do, I think it's 40-45% or something like that to a especially defensive Slowking, and then it can just hit us back with like a Psychic move. So that is definitely something we have to watch out for. But other than that, Naganadel has a really good matchup. Like we, as I mentioned, we're really good against Diancie, really good against Rillaboom, really good against Curum. We can hit the Corviknight with Thunderbolt. We can hit the Crocodile with Dragon Pulse. We Sludge Wave the Thunderous, Sludge Wave the Wigglytuff, Dragon Pulse the Toxicroak, and then as I mentioned, Flareon actually is probably one of the better neutral answers because we don't really get anything to hit it with. But at the same time, I don't know how much Flareon does back. Next up on our team this week is going to be Shaolin, the Mienshao, Choice Scarf, Regenerator. Where have I seen this before? Oh wait, I've also seen this in my first 2 weeks. I ran Choice Scarf. It's funny, I don't even really like Choice Scarf Mienshao that much, but it just fits really well on our team. Because it means we typically have the fastest mon, because anyone choice scarfing a mon above 105 that's not a common thing unless it's like an Infernape or something like that. So having the fastest mon guarantees gives us some sort of advantage in the game. We're going to be rocking U-turn, Knockoff, Stone Edge, Close Combat with 32 HP EVs, 2v2 in attack, and 224 in speed. This allows us to guarantee outspeed the Thunderous. We're U-turn, of course, for the momentum. Knockoff because it hits Slowking, of course, but also getting rid of items on like Kyurem if it comes in. I don't know why Kyurem would ever come in on a Mienshao, but you get it. But also the Corviknight, the Slowking for like as I mentioned, Knockoff. But just in general, Knockoff is just really good utility to have. Stone Edge is there primarily for the Thunderous. And in some weird scenario where the Thunderous and the Kyurem is left, we can click Stone Edge and we can hit both of them very, very hard, or even killing. If we have, I think we just need one hit on, like even just a U-turn hit from Mienshao, then Thunderous dies to Stone Edge afterwards. And I think Kyurem needs a little bit more damage because it is a little bit bulkier. But that's fine. We can I feel like we can kind of deal with it. We have some pretty decent checks for both Kyurem, Rillaboom, and Diancie. The problem is a lot of the mons are the same, so we kind of have to hope we don't get chipped down too much. Next up on our team this week is going to be the Rotom Heat. Firestorm the Rotom Heat with Heavy Duty Boost, Levitate, Overheat, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and Nasty Plot. 104 in HP, 252 in Special Attack, and 152 in Speed. This is Speed Creep to outspeed an Adamant Rillaboom. So we can technically outspeed Rillaboom by 1 point, but the reason why I don't want to do that is because Jolly Rillaboom isn't that scary for a team. We can kind of deal with it someone decently. Adamant Rillaboom is very scary because that damage threshold between Jolly and Adamant is actually pretty significant against our team specifically, at least, because we can guarantee take hits. As you can see, we have Togekiss on our team. We can guarantee take hits with Togekiss against a Jolly. Adamant, we can still take hits, but it forces us into a position where we have to roost. Otherwise, next time we come in, we don't take the hits. So that's why I decided to Speed Creep for an Adamant Rillaboom. That it gives us a way to kind of scout is he Jolly, is he Adamant, and also gives us a way to revenge against it should it be Adamant, because we can of course take Grassy fairly well. Overheat is overall really good against this team because the only truly good fire resist our opponent have is Slowking, which is weak to electric. Now, we do have to be careful about firing off electric moves against the Slowking or any other mons, because if the Thunderous comes in, we're just going to heal it, and we don't want that. I don't think Diancie would really come in on Rotom. It could, but it will take a pretty significant chunk of damage, so that's why I don't really see it having that much. And the reason we have Nasty Plot is simply just because, he, as I mentioned, he doesn't have the greatest answers for Rotom. We needed a little bit more breaking power, I felt like, this week. Originally, I had a defensive Rotom, but I opted to go for this more offensive variant. And honestly, I think it's going to do very well. I think the dual stab of Fire Electric is going to be really good against this team specifically. We also gets the opportunity to Volt Switch around because Crocodile, I don't know if it comes. Even if it comes, we can hit with an Overheat, and Overheat does a good chunk of damage to a Crocodile. And if we can chip the Crocodile down, it just gives way more access to Naganadel to endgame sweep. Next up, we have All Sunday, the Togekiss with Heavy Duty Boots, Serene Grace, Air Slash, Fire Blast, Aura Sphere, Roost. 248 in HP, 220 in defense, 40 in special attack. As I mentioned, this is kind of our Rillaboom check. It can also, to some extent, check Crocodile, but that's more on the presumption that Crocodile doesn't click Knockoff, because we would prefer not to get our boots knocked off, though Rillaboom also could very well run Knockoff, which would be very annoying. If they have Knockoff and then sets up Stealth Rock. I don't have removal this week. I know it's weird. I have 3 removers on my team. I just realized I never changed Slow. Ooh, I never changed Slowbro to Donphan. Dang it. Okay. So yeah, let me do that, real quick here. Boom, boom. We go here, Donphan, boom. Boom. That's really annoying because I'm gonna be frank with you. I've already recorded the battle because we ended up battling like a little bit faster than Lee. Well, I didn't get to record the team because we already did the battle. And so that means Sloper is on the layout for the battle. Jeez. I know I got my opponents right because I always check that. God damn it. Yeah. Well, but yeah, we have Air Slash, Fire Blast, Aura Sphere on our Turkish. Air Slash just because it hits pretty neutrally on a lot of things. We can potentially flinch some things down. I'm not a big fan of like flinching to win, but you know, if you have to do it, you have to do it. Fire Blast is so we can catch a Corviknight coming in. Toxicroak potentially, even though we could just Air Slash to Toxicroak. But if Toxicroaks have dry skin, that could be a way we can kind of do it. And Aura Sphere is to catch like Kyurem, Crocodile, Diancie, I guess, because Diancie resists both Air Slash and Fire Blast, so that's also a way we can catch something. It doesn't do too much to Diancie, but to Crook and to Kyurem, it might actually end up mattering. Next up, we have Shunisha, our Dawnfan, with Assault Vest, Sturdy, Ice Shot, Knockoff, Stone Edge, and High Horsepower. 248 in HP, 28 in defense, and 232 in special defense. So, as you can see, we have high horsepower, and that's simply because our opponent has the Rillaboom. Our own terrain, even though we do have Thwackey, is not going to matter because we're going to bring Thwackey, but our opponent could very well bring Rillaboom. So having a high horsepower just so we don't get nerfed on the terrain is preferred. So we have Ice Shot to potentially close out some kills, mainly on like either Rillaboom or Thundurus. Now I say mainly Rillaboom, that is on the presumption that Rillaboom would be like Choice Scarf or Choice Bandit and locked into something that isn't Grassy Glide or terrain for some reason isn't up. Other than that, it is mainly just to close out a kill on potential Thundurus. I mean, we can get some chip on like Corviknight, but I think it only does like 5 to 6%, so it's nothing. Same with like Toxicroak. I guess it also does decent against Crook, but again, Crook is probably going to be somewhat bulky. Knockoff, kind of the same scenario with Mienshao, where it's not meant to do a whole lot of damage, but it's here more so as a utility to knock off items. Stone Edge, so we can hit the Kyurem, we can hit the Thundurus, because this is also a part Thundurus check, but primarily this is our Mega Diancie check. So higher horsepower should kill a Mega Diancie, unless Mega Diancie fires up a Diamond Storm and gets the +2 defense. Then we are a little bit in trouble, but the damage we do with Dawnfan's, what's it called, high horsepower, plus the damage Naganadel would be able to pull off, would kill the Diancie. So I'm not too nervous about that, but it's definitely something we have to watch out for. And last on our team this week is going to be Osiki, the Registeel with Leftovers, Clear Body, Body Press, Flash Cannon, Stealth Rock, and Thunderwave, 248 in HP, 48 in defense, and 212 in special defense. This is our Kyurem, Diancie check, Thundurus in the worst case scenario. So like a lot of my mons kind of can check some of the same stuff. Like Rotom is pretty good against Kyurem, Registeel is pretty good against Kyurem, so I can kind of like swap between them, figure out which one is better in which given scenario. Dawnfan and Registeel are both really good for Diancie, so again, I can figure out the scenario. Same with Registeel, Togekiss, and Rotom for the Rillaboom. It's nice being able to swap the different mons so I don't get stuck in a pattern too much, but at the same time I also risk getting chipped down on a lot of my mons. The reason we're running Body Press is simply because it hits Crocodile fairly hard, it hits Kyurem fairly hard, it hits Corviknight in case Corviknight roosts on a turn. Like, it's very specific, but it hits fairly well if Corviknight ends up doing that. We have Flash Cannon because, again, as I mentioned, if Diancie gets the +2 defense from a Diamond Storm, I want to be able to Flash Cannon it and still do, like, we Oko it if it's not Calm Mind, and if it's Calm Mind, it's probably not going to be Rock Polish, and if it's Rock Polish, it's probably not going to be Calm Mind. Getting off both of those is very difficult in any scenario. It would have to, I don't know, I would have to make a huge misplay in order for the Diancie to get that off. Because even after +1, Diancie takes like 70 to 80% from a Flash Cannon because it's 4 times effective. But yeah, that's our team this week. As always, if you liked the video so far, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below what you think of my team, do you think I'm predicting the opponent's team correctly, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. And with that, I will head into the battle. So peace, YouTube. Alright, what's good YouTube? Gentlemen, Tommy here back with a WPF battle for our week 3. We are going up against the Splintered Stormshards, coached by Ghost or Ghost Bandit. And he brought pretty much what we thought he was going to bring, except for like the Rillaboom. The Rillaboom is the only thing that didn't come, which I thought would come. But that's kind of okay. That makes It makes Togekiss a little bit more obsolete because both Diancie, Kyurem, and Thundurus absolutely eat Togekiss for breakfast, but we'll kind of have to try and deal with that as much as possible, I guess. I think regarding lead, I might lead Rotom. Like, me and Xiao, I feel like is very free because me and Xiao is 100% no matter what the fastest thing on the field. They brought Thundurus, and Thundurus could be Choice Scarf, but we do outspeed Thundurus no matter what because that's what we eat for. So if I lead me and Xiao, could me and Xiao is actually in general going to be pretty good in this game, I think. Like, yeah, because after Thundurus goes down, close combat is pretty free. Part of it, so I was actually thinking about running what's it called, Inner Focus for me and Xiao in case of the Crocodile, because that means we couldn't be intimidated. But I opted for the Regenerator just because it's a little bit better. Also, I didn't bring any remove. Well, okay, with no Rillaboom, that means I probably won't get as knocked off as a feared I would, so that's kind of fine. And so that means Heavy Duty Boost is still good because I didn't bring any removal at all. Yeah, I'm gonna leave nature. I didn't bring any removal at all. So I'm like, if he brings the Crocodile and sets up rocks, I cannot get rid of them. But see, his team in general isn't that great with rocks. So I could stay in and what's it called, to go for the Stone Edge, but I'm not guaranteed to kill this. Like, I have a good chance to kill it, depending on his bulk, and he can have so much bulk. Well, no, I have Silvally. Sorry, I have two teams. I have the NPBA and the WPF, and my NPBA team is BG is atrocious, and WPF they're way better. Oh man, I don't think he has that much bulk. I kind of want to hard swap me and Xiao, let him believe I'm not Choice Scarf. I'm probably just gonna go Dawn Fan, I think. He swapped as well. Dang it! Okay, that actually annoys me a little bit. I guess I'll get a knockoff on this and see what he wants to do. Taunt, that's fine. We AV, we don't have any of those moves anyway. Okay, so he was just left over here. Standard Corviknight, standard Corviknight. Yeah, we don't have rocks on this, we have rocks on our Registeel. Part of me wanna go Rotom, but I'm also pretty confident in saying he's gonna U-turn on this turn. I have a feeling, right? Like, Corviknight doesn't do a whole lot, but at the same time, we don't beat Corviknight in a 1v1 ever, either. So I kinda wanna go Rotom, but if he U-turns, what would he go into? Slowking? See, Rotom actually has a pretty good matchup as well. It does give him his Diancie, which is a little bit annoying. So I could go Registeel, but then if he taunts me, I cannot. Yeah, this isn't great. This is not great. Also, him going Corviknight on me and Xiao is actually kind of risky in my opinion, because me and Xiao does a lot, and he doesn't know if I'm Choice Scarf. He probably thinks I am, but he doesn't know. Like, if I had been Choice Bandit, I would have 2-code this, so... I'm gonna go Rotom on U-turn. Yeah, dang it. I should have just stayed in. So, I need to play a bit more with, like, the gut feeling, you know, actually think I know what I'm doing, you know. Okay, Crocodile on Rotom. This is me and John looking at. If he has Stone Edge, he can kill. Yeah, even if he's max attack, he would have to be like Bandit. The thing is, Rotom is really good in this game, so that's kind of why I don't want to do it. I also think there's a semi-decent chance he's gonna click Stealth Rocks right here. I don't know if I want a nasty play, because I feel like that's way too risky. But at the same time, if I can't hit him with the overheat if I want to. Right? Like, Stone Edge is the only thing that can hit me. No, I just realized no Intimidate. Or is he Moxie? He could be Moxie then. Which is like, that's fine. That's kind of fine. I can take a hit. I'm gonna overheat. As much damage I can get on this is like what we want. Yeah, 75. He takes a lot of damage.
See, I knew he wasn't gonna... Like, I had a good feeling he was gonna... Stealth Rock right there. Man, I could have massive ball around him. Dang it. I kinda wish I had. Okay, so there's a semi-decent chance he's gonna... What's it called? Go for a knockoff right here. Question is, which mon... Because I don't have removal, so like, which mon I can... If I sack Donphan's AV... I feel like I deal with me and not me and Diancie so much worse. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I have to keep DAV on. I can go Registeel, right? Because like I feel like I can deal with Curum a smidge better than I can deal with. Yeah, I feel like I can deal with Curum a smidge better than I can deal with Diancie, just because I have me and speeds and Okos. I also have Rotom, which can... Rotom is also pretty good against the Kyurem. Like, to some extent. Not the greatest, but it can. So I think I'm gonna go Registeel on this Crook. Right? Also, he did outspeed me, so he is like a fast offensive one with rocks, is what I'm thinking. I kinda wish I had Rapid Spin on Donphan. I opted not to go for Rapid Spin. I'm gonna go Rich. Oh, he goes Thundurus. Okay. Oh, ooh, that actually... I don't know. That's 50-50 on what I think of that swap. I don't think Thundurus does a whole lot to us. I guess you could run Focus Blast, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does get Focus Blast. Which does... Wow, that does actually chunk our Registeel quite a bit. I can't Thunder Wave it because it has Volt Absorb, which is actually really annoying. I kind of want to get Rock Stuff, so he has to play with Rocks as well. It would cripple like both Thundy and Kyurem if they come in. I think I'm willing to take that. Okay, U-turns. I'm willing to take that damage. I was supposed to... If he goes Diancie, but Diancie isn't Mega yet, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, not completely, like, you know, bad, right? We're doing okay right now. I kind of want to stay in on Thunder Wave this, actually. Yeah. Thunder Wave it. Teleport, that's fine. I got a Thunder Wave on this, that's perfect. That's really, really nice. Wait, is he like over? Oh my... Sorry I got a little bit quieter, but I just realized that he has like a Star Wars theme. I kind of like that. That's cool. Kind of like that. That's pretty cool. I kind of really want to Thunder Wave this thing as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna do it. I knew it had Taunt. I am stupid. I knew it had Taunt. I knew it had Taunt. I knew it. Yeah, that's what you get when you get distracted by opponent's team names. Dang, I could have gotten a free switch to Rotom right there. And as I mentioned, Rotom does really well in this game, actually. Okay, Corviknight. We are physically defensive Togekiss, so we don't really care that much about it potentially having like Iron Head, right? Yeah, we don't, and we have Fire Blast, and we do a good chunk to this. If you U-turn to go into Thundurus, can I just stay and get damage on Thundurus? Yeah, because I don't see any freaking scenario you would have Thunder on this. Thunderbolt does do quite a lot, but as I mentioned, you don't really need Togekiss for a whole lot. I guess it's like a pretty decent Crook answer, but I don't know. It's like 50-50. If I still had, what's it called? If I still had what's it called? Defog on Togekiss, I would preserve Togekiss a little bit more. But he's gonna U-turn. He's gonna defog or U-turn, body press, one of the three, right? Yeah, I'm going to see what he wants to do. He U-turns, okay. Okay, so he's basically just U-turning with the bird. Kyurem. Okay, Kyurem is not heavy duty boots, so choice specs, right? That's what I'm reading, pretty much. Okay, so if he's choice specs and he goes for like Focus Blast or Earth Power. See, the thing is, I don't know how straightforward he plays. So that's like kind of the issue. Because if he goes for Focus Blast and I stay in, that's insanely, that's really good. Like, that's such a good swap. That's such a good prediction for me. Where if he... Sorry. I guess he could be Choice... I don't see why he would be Choice Scarf. Do I take the risk? Because if he's Choice Scarf, I actually live. Even if he's modest. If he's Choice Specs, I get a read on what he is. And I can go for a very free... I want to say close combat, but the Slow King is still there, so that's not the greatest, you know. And like... Togekiss isn't that great in this matchup. Yeah, I'm gonna... He D-dances, okay. He's D-dance. Horse Sphere. We do 41%, yeah, so... He's weakness policy D-dance, okay. Okay. This is the second time I'm facing D-dance regular Kyurem in 2 weeks, I think. Nah, 3 weeks, I guess. So he was weakness policy, okay. But he has to attack now, so I guess that's like fine. Physical moves, what does this thing get at physical? Like, can it hit body press? Yeah, it can't really hit Registeel, so I could go Registeel after this. Like, I'll sack Togekiss, sure. Oh, okay, he's like, okay. But he only got +1 speed, right? Yeah, +1 speed, so I can go Mienshao. I can go Registeel or I can go Mienshao, one of the two. So, if he's +2 special attack, yeah. I'm just kind of reading if I should risk Registeel or not. Dying Dance, Freeze Dry. I'll throw him a quick interesting. Real quick, yeah, because it's cool. Like he uses the D-dance speed to get. Like, he used D-dance to get the speed, and then he. I mean, I need to reveal me and Xiao Choice Scarf right here, right? I feel like I have to, because he's +1 speed. Me and Xiao Choice Scarf, so I do outspeed him. I can go for. Oh, I don't want to... Yeah, no, because the weakness policy isn't there anymore, so I don't want to risk missing. Yeah, so I'm just going to close combat, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, Slowking comes in for free, sure. It is what it is, you know. I'm not risking. Like, see, the thing is, I don't want to risk the... I don't want to risk... Also, I'm very glad I actually stayed in with Togekiss. I got a hit off, because that not mean... Well, me and Xiao would have revenged no matter what, actually. Yeah, I can't... I cannot risk him living. Like, I can't risk missing... Like, I can still beat this, even if I miss Stone Edge, but I will be down one more. Yeah, I'm going safe. Close combat, die. Eat. Get out. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, we lost Togekiss, but Togekiss wasn't important in this game because it was mainly here for Rillaboom, and Rillaboom didn't show up. It would have been fine for, like, Crocodile as well, but Croc is not Intimidate, which... Interesting, I will say that much. I'll say that much if it's... Like, is it Choice Scarf? There's no way it would be Choice Scarf. Well, I mean, I have seen Choice Scarf Stealth Rocks on, like, a Crocodile before. It's not that it's a bad ring at all. It's just... I don't know, I didn't expect it. I guess that's what I will say. I do 80 to 95 to standard Diancie. How standard would he be? I have a 105 speed Mania, so I don't think he could go that safe of a he cannot go safe Diancie here because I have a chance to kill. The question is whether or not I should take that. I mean, he can go Thunderous. Thunderous is really good here. He can go Slowking. I'm a little bit surprised he's not going Slowking. Like, oh, Thunder is one of the two. I feel like that's... Wow, is he... Okay, Okay. I mean, I guess, okay, what he could do is he could stay base Diancie, right? Because then I have no chance of killing it, and he still kills me with Moonblast. Yes, I just think I'm going Donphan here. Because I'm not risking that. If he stays base Diancie, he could win Mega. That's risky if you ask. He Earth Power. Would that even have kill? I know it was -1, but would it? 93 to 10. Yeah, it would have. Okay, so there's no way he's staying in here. He is going Corviknight, right? Corviknight. There's no way he's staying in. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe him staying in. Like, he doesn't even come close to killing me. And I'm pretty sure this doesn't get, like, grass knot, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't get grass knot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the hard to Firestorm Rotom off. Firestorm the Rotom. Yeah. Go on, Okay. So, I think Overheat is just what I should do, right? Part of me want a Nasty Plot in case he goes Slowking. Like, I should just Overheat, because he's probably gonna sack the Crocodile right here, and I go -2, he goes, what, Diancie then? Oh, he goes Thunders, wow. If I went +2 there, woo! Because that would mean I would have killed this this thing now. This upcoming hit. Okay. Any like shenanigans he would do here that I need to worry a lot about? Yeah, my overheat did 67, so he has some bulk in this. No, he's not AV. He is heavy duty boots. I know that much. I mean, I should kill, right? Overheat. I'm -2 now. 34 to 43. If I give him like, I don't know, for some reason he's like max health. He would survive if he's like max HP. He has a chance. I think what I'm gonna do is, because he has U-turn over Volt Switch, so going Donphan doesn't give me anything. I kind of want a Nasty Plot, but again, if you hit me with something, I can't risk that. I'm gonna overheat. Okay, dang, I should have Nasty Plotted. If I had Nasty Plot and go back to my neutral, it would have been really good, but I still think Crook dies here. Yeah, he does. Okay, so we got damage on Thundurus and killed the Crook, so we actually still completely achieved what we wanted to achieve, basically. Okay, so Mega. See, now the rocks might actually end up coming into play here. So with rocks up, we are at 72. He has an 89% chance to 2 cores. If I go Registeel, because he did see Donphan last, so if I go Registeel, yeah, I'm going Registeel this time around. Yep. Called it. Called it. Okay. So here's what Moonblast, Earth Power, Rock Move 100%, and either Coal Mine or Rock Polish. One of the two. I wanna. There's no way he Moonblast on this turn, right? No way in hell, right? There's no way. Oh, dang it, we don't... I kind of want a Thunder Wave in this thing's face. Then again, he could also go Thundurus, right? Though I feel like that's kind of risky as well. Registeel. I can fire a Flash Cannon and do a little bit of chip to whatever wants to come in. Right? I could do that. I can go Rotom again, but I feel like he would protect the Rotom a little bit more this time around. I'm gonna Body Press, I think. Because it's damage to this. Okay, he goes G-King. Dang, I should have gone Rotom then. Yeah, because this also checks if I were to throw out like a Thunder Wave or something. Okay, Slowking. I need chip on this actually, like a lot. That's really annoying. I kind of wish I had... now I wish I had Togekiss, because Togekiss was by far my best answer to this. I should have... Getting a Thunder Wave with this is nice because it's the only status I have, but I actually think this Slowking might be a massive issue for my team. There's like a semi-decent chance he's gonna teleport right here, right? I could just stay in, right? I feel like I could. What does most... Registeel to Slowking. So my bud press is 14%. Yeah, so he does seem to be spit def sloking. So I'm just gonna get some chip. If he gets parried, that's fine. No, he scalds me. Okay. I do have flash cannons for the special side, so that's very nice. Okay, I think he scalded because it's a really good neutral move against the entirety of my team. So I definitely understand that. I still have Dawn Fan, I still have Registeel that can take hits from Diancie, I have Mienshao outspeeds, and now it does Oko. So if he's Rock Polish on this, that's like the biggest issue. I think I'm gonna body press again. The more chip I get on this sloking, the more he's allowing my Naganadel. Okay, he does have Slag off, okay. Because the more chip I can get on this, the more he actually allows my Naganadel to win in the end, basically. Okay, how much does Rotom take from a Skull? Wow, Skull does so much to Rotom. Holy. Whew. Jesus, okay. Yeah, wow, I really don't deal with this. I don't even know what item it is, I just realized. So it's probably... the Electric Berry? I can't remember what's it called, the Electric Berry. Like, because that 100% makes it so you can deal with Naganadel way better. So he has Skull, Psy something, right? He has to have a psychic move for Naganadel, right? Naganadel, I still don't know how to say it. Someone please tell me. Probably Psychic, because it does way more. Yeah. Because he has Slag Off and he has Teleport, so he's pretty much... I can like pretty much figure out what his moveset is. I'm just gonna body press right now. Skull, get the burn. No burns, damn. We're just still out here saying, frick no. I kinda don't know what to do. We're kinda in a little bit of a stall, not a stall wall, but like, okay, if we are in a stall wall, I would lose it 100% of the time, don't get me wrong. But it's more like, I don't want to risk going Mienshao, because if I get burned on Mienshao, that's really bad. It's really bad, so I kind of just need to, I don't know, chip away at him a little bit. Skull. Okay, so this was the range. There it was. Okay, so this was the range he healed at last. So do I? Because I guess that's where he feels comfortable. Damn, I wish I had like Toxic on this, like a lot. I think I have to risk it. Don't skull me. Yes. Oh, he got parried. Ah! Ah! Okay. Whew. Okay, his Skulls so far have done 30. Yeah, so he's like 0 investment. I can Nasty Plot because I can take 1 hit. I would die to the Thunderous afterwards, but I would get rid of this, I think. Thunderous, okay? That's fine. That's also why I didn't want to just all willy-nilly throw an electric move off, because if you swapped into this, I didn't want that. So he's Psych off, and that. Was he Charge Scarf? You might have been. Oh, no, I know he's Boots actually. Yeah. So why exactly he had Psychic? I don't really know. Okay. Well, back to the guessing game, I guess. Okay, so yeah, preserving Rotom is very important in this match, I think. I think I'm gonna go Dawn Fan. Like, I think I'm... Okay, he does Rock Polish. Okay. Don't exactly know why he did that. I'm pretty sure he still doesn't... He has no... Oh my god, if I missed his high horsepower. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, blast, I should take this, yeah. High horsepower. Dead. Okay. Nice. I am gonna knock off. Let's see what this thing has. Heavy duty boots. Oh wait, I knew that, I guess. Okay, Naganadel time, I guess. What? I think I killed from here. 43 to 51. I should kill on max spit def. Yep. Should kill. Okay, yeah, he gets the regen. I get it. Now Slow King takes the hit, yeah. Okay, wait, what's my best way of doing this? I think it's just a Thunderbolt. Because I can't, like, yeah, he kills Naganadel, but then I go Rotom and I go for the kill. Because I can't afford swapping anything just to preserve Naganadel. I don't think that's smart. Like, I don't think that's smart at all. He slacks off, okay. I mean, I just need you to get paired. Wow, if you had given me free Rotom there, I don't know if that would have. I don't know if that's would have been smart. Yeah, I just need to. I need him to get paired. Actually, I just realized that because I'm gonna kill my. Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself with the Life Orb, which is really bad actually. Frick. Oh wait, yeah, that's actually really bad now. Yeah, wow, that's really bad. Huh. Would you look at that? And he would never allow me to set up with Rotom. I don't think he would. So what, I go Rotom Heat. This is interesting. Like I need him to be paralyzed once, basically. Okay, there. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I just wanted to say, like, I think I had other ways, because I think if he had not been paired, I probably would have U-turned like a Naganadel, gone into Mienshao, U-turned with Mienshao, gone into maybe Registeel, and then we just sit there for a little bit. I don't know. But a big GG to Ghost. I am a little bit surprised no Rillaboom, but it is what it is. Like, I still think the team is very scary. I think I played well, because I did do, I think, 2 predictions throughout the game, where it put me in very advantageous position, especially with the Rotom, when I did the Rotom swap on your expected Corviknight, because you didn't have to sack something. You went Thundurus, which gave me really good damage on Thundurus, and then afterwards you went Crook, and I killed the Crook, so that was a really good turn for me. GG, it was a fun game. I definitely think it's again one of those games that kind of teeters on the 50-50, because I got a couple of predictions correct. I ended up winning with like a fairly decent margin, but if I had done one mistake, I think it would have been completely different. So, as always, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below before the battle, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. And with that, I would head out. So peace, YouTube.